Okay. Kevin Torres has been out at the theater in the parking lot talking with people early on, people who witnessed what was going on. And I'm assuming, Kevin, that it's much more quiet there than it was earlier. People have gone home.
Oh, it sure is. When we got here around 3 o'clock in the morning, a completely different scene than it is now. I want to show you, though, because this is the best view that we've had to the theater. We got pretty close up here. Authorities have let us literally just on the sidewalk across from the theater. That's a Century 16 theater. And as you can see, it is roped off with that yellow tape, the yellow ribbon that is surrounding it. Inside the parking lot, all the vehicles from the folks who were at the movie that night, they have not been able to take their vehicles out yet. What's eerie is when you walk around here, you see bags of popcorn just spilled about. You also see other trash, as well as what our executive producer with 9 Wants to Know, Nicole Vapp, pointed out, plastic gloves, rubber gloves that investigators have been using around here. You hear that noise? I'm going to be quiet for a second and just listen into this noise. That alarm, that's the alarm that has been going off since around 1 o'clock in the morning when folks had to evacuate here. That is the noise that continues to echo around this area as investigators continue to comb through this parking lot, through this building. What's interesting is that on the other side, from what you can't see from our vantage point, but what we walked by was the amount of SUVs, the amount of vehicles that were brought in here were from FBI, other investigators. We saw them gathering in what appeared to be a meeting that they had just a short time ago to kind of go over exactly what is happening here. Inside this parking lot, though, plenty of police vehicles. I had a chance to talk with a lady about 30 minutes ago. This is a lady who by chance did not get into the theater where the shooting happened, and the reason being is because her friend's credit card was declined. So instead, it just so happened that there was a 12:10 showing and that they were able to get into there. And at this point, this lady, she told me that she and her boyfriend were inside the theater, and when they were inside the theater next door, all of a sudden, an officer ran in with a gun, and he told everybody to get out of there, to just go. And as they were running out, that's when she saw a person who was shot, gunshot wounds. She also saw blood on this person. And she said that there was this eerie gaze that she saw looking into this one person's eyes that she will never forget. We also talked with other witnesses, other folks who were involved, and other people who were around this area when the shooting happened and when people were evacuated. We want you to listen to that sound right now.
Kind of people here and there. I think each theater, once they kind of figured out what was going on, everybody started kind of running out. You know, they were all finding exits on the side, coming out of the side, coming out of the front, finding all kinds of people to look at. So I was scared. I was like, damn, man, wasn't expecting nothing like that to happen. These people were coming out, they had shirts covered in blood. They were coming out, laying out on the front of the building, like laying out on the sidewalk and stuff. They're saying that they had people inside the bathrooms. So it was, and my main thing, I was trying to get out of there.
In the early morning hours, many people, hundreds, came out to this theater at midnight to see the midnight showing of a new movie, a movie that had been so popular and so many people were looking forward to seeing this. But what people who were in there and people who were around the area had to say is that they ended up being in a horror movie of their own, having to deal with this. Kyle and Kyle, we're actually being moved right now. Aurora police want to move us away from this area, saying that that they're going to actually have to close off this part. They want everybody to move away, so we're going to have to come back to you guys later on.
Thanks, Kevin.
That's the last time we hear that siren. That'll be good enough.
They'll turn that off.
Yep.